Half the time squared. Half the time made me a dicot, so I drink from the other half's sun, my cup holding water and honey. A hummingbird hovers, the spigot sweetens the long-billed tongue, the nectar now blusters of energy. The suckle bright flowers, wings beating tempos, the quick heart shudders, hums as it hovers, until the sun sleeps on its shadows. Ideas make shadows things, before the things form shadows, now out of time for that time, as this is the time for singing, voices in aftershock, afterglow, the trumpet bell spilling its wine into the ear of effusion, red bells, temple bell chimes, the incensed seclusion, retreat from delusion, the honey sucked out by the mind. O Lord, let me digitize quickly, an eon in less than a second. O cast the fish out to the net, succumb to this mindless eternity that saw Ahab's hand as it beckoned, knows that you're not yet an element, some passage or passing into its blue-screened light, the misty veils dripping torrents of singing into the infinite night. I doubt that a universe breathes, that 1 squared to 1 is infinitesimal, twice the same, twice the perfection, that gives again as it receives brainwaves that fire in our coral, a bipart amalgam, hot-wired infusion assimilates fish, flesh, and fowl in a binary shimmer of light, antinomies merged in a syllable, hemispheres rounding a soul, sadness that leaches from night. I heard Sisyphus jawing with Job while hoping his rock up the mount, to listen to sermons on summits, a crisscross of light from a strobe shot out from a porpoise's snout that quenches an army of misfits. It's foolish to humble a spirit if that which is greater is you, but God's a magnificent culprit to place false preachers on pulpits. For them 1 squared equals 2. Thinking, assuming, I think, but never too long or too deep as mercury leadens the flow, if to rise or to sink in a valley that lies between steep sides, whether to come up or go, half the time, twice in the night. If I was as no one to you, I would go blind in your sight, you who brightens this light, the continuum that you continue. And if we can follow each other, or lead ourselves back from the flock that herds toward a glistening gate, mother and father, sister and brother, prodded by faith in its paddock, by prelates that prey on that state, then we can leave for another world, drink from a nectar-filled coral, the fan that demurred at an insolent word, the dream of love, hypothetical. Half the time, half of me listens, to the other half, entered of light. I hear this convivial chaos as one who would meld the divisions or animate dust through the night. As one being blooms, the dichotomous leaves its love seeds to divert from its own blue flower, red-breasted warbler, light's bone. Close to the tome, I stay alone, listen to strands of light strings, the lyres and the stages, the voices of bells and the too vibrant dome, connected to resonant breathing that returns the heart to its choices. Superior sisters, I wait to be touched by hummingbird ethers whose buzzing wings shiver breath into specks of your dust.